Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12 fans, Lady Reveille, and early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Motion from the offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Discards a man. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, Gators! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
7, 6, 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job with those guys being on the same page there.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that, because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, you can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Gage. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They have an elite track program here at Texas A&M and some speed on the outside in football, too.
Yeah, and they got elite high school football, too, Reese. I mean, you find these guys, they're everywhere in Texas, and when you can get them to come to the Aggies and you can build an offense with playmakers on the outside with this speed, I want to be the offensive coordinator.
Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. To kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
After that completion, move the sticks, it's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 10, Texas A&M 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the misfire, it's second down. They go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Got it behind the line. It's Wells. He breaks a tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll run it from the gun. At 45 on his way. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Looking to pass. It's Gage. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He's got his man, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And the Aggies come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Back to pass, it's Gage. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's McDuffie. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Texas A&M 20. Florida 17.
The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with
He's looking deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Defense has them pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the move, it's McDuffie. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs.
And that pass picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Gage. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you do, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback adapted. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows. And
pulls it in on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Got it on the outside. It's McDuffie. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He's got it. Touchdown, Gators. And that one will give him the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The offense set for a first down play. They use the end around first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Second down.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's Gage. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline, what sort... were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the running back able to get his hands on it, but what he couldn't do is keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going for it all. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the left. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 31, Texas A&M 20.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Scanning the field, it's Gage. Finds the tight end. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. Texas A&M going quickly. Muscling ahead on third and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in for it, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing, we got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs, and that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
He's now second down.
This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To throw, it's Gage. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gators! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over Houston. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now he'll fire back into the middle. And he throws another interception. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Back to throw, it's Gage. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. He finds his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. He wants to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Wells.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Moving out of the pocket. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.